Very simple question. Everybody has to remember that question, that answer. I'm repeating my question. What are the different steps to be followed in order to solve the numerical based on SFD and BFD calculation? Krishna Nikam is saying reaction calculation, SF calculation, BM calculation, SFD drawing, BFD drawing, calculation of point of counterfacture, if any. Very good, Krishna Nikam. Okay, perfectly correct. So these are the common steps that we have to follow in order to solve the numericals based on that numerical, but based on that unit. So moving onward, point to be remembered, very important points that we have to remember while solving the numericals on SFD and BMD. These are the points, but I'll give you the key points that is very important to solve the numericals in SFD and BMD calculation. So let's go through the simple points. What are the points? Let us have a look. SF at both ends of the beam is always 0. This is very important point. Shear force at the end of the beam is always equal to 0. Shear force at extreme end is always equals to 0. That is very important point. Second, there is no effect on SFD. Means whenever we are calculating shear force calculation, whenever we are performing shear force calculation, and if there is a moment exist on the beam, we have to neglect that moment. Means there is no any role of moment while we are calculating the shear force or shear force calculations. Neglect bending moments or neglect moments while SF calculations. Point number third, for point loading, for point load, SFD only draw with vertical and horizontal lines. So this is point is required for us when there is a point load. When there is a point load. When there is a point load. So I'm going to put a condition when there is a point load. When there is a point load, what is the condition in case of SFD and in case of BMD? When there is SFD, we have to draw only vertical and horizontal lines. When there is a point load, we have to draw only vertical and horizontal lines. For UDL, when there is a case of UDL, when there is a UDL, SFD is drawn with inclined straight line. Inclined straight line. When there is a UDL, shear force diagram is drawn with the inclined straight line. Means inclined straight line is important. Then third, this is second, this is first case, this is second case, and this is third case. When there is a UBL, for uniformly varying load, what is the condition? Draw SF diagram with a parabolic curve. We have to draw the parabolic curve. Case number first, case number second, case number third. When there is a point load, we have to draw vertical and horizontal lines only. When there is a UDL, we have to draw inclined lines. When there is a UVL, we have to draw a parabolic curve. If SF line crosses the zero line, SF line crosses the zero line means a baseline about which we are drawing the shear force diagram. Zero line is important. Zero line. Zero line is the reference line around which we are drawing the shear force and bending moment diagram. At any point, the SFD, then peak point is observed at the location of bending moment. It means when there is a zero shear force, when there is a zero shear force, let me put, when SF is equals to 0, bending moment will be equals to M, M is equals to M max. When shear force is 0, at that point bending moment is equals to maximum. Next. Bending moment at both the point is always equals to 0. Just like the shear force, when the shear force is at the extreme end is always equals to 0. In the similar way, the bending moment at the extreme end is always equals to 0. Second point, to calculate bending moment at any point, the distance should always be considered from that point. So that is not that much important. For point loading, bending moment is drawn by inclined line. When there is point loading, bending moment is drawn by inclined line. When there is a UDL, bending moment is drawn by parabolic curve. When there is a UBL, bending moment is drawn by cubic curve. Bending moment is maximum at the location where SF line crosses the 0 line. Means this. Bending moment at the location where shear force line crosses the 0 line in SFD. If it crosses the key point, then the additional calculation is required. Let it be additional calculation for the point of counterflexure required. But if it crosses in between the existing key point, the different methodologies need to be adopted to find the bending moment. The method is okay. So this is nothing but when there is a shear force is 0, the bending moment will be maximum. If the bending moment is maximum, and then we have to go for the another calculation for the bending moment maximum. The conclusion of this and this slide is this. Whenever we are talking about the shear force and bending moment diagram drawing, in that case we have to focus on these very important points. When shear force diagram is there, when bending moment diagram is there, different types of the loading is there. In that case, what are the methodologies to draw the diagram that we are looking for? When there is a point load, only the straight lines are used. That may be horizontal or that may be vertical. Only straight line is used. When there is a UDL, inclined line is used. Straight line, inclined line, parabolic curve. Straight line, inclined line, parabolic curve. Point load, UDL, UVL. Point load, UDL, UVL, straight line, inclined line, parabolic curve, and we have to go crosswise. So here it is inclined line, parabolic curve, and the cubic curve. Simple. Okay. So my question to everybody, please give me a quick answer. What is the nature of curve if there is a UVL acting on a beam? What is the nature of curve in SFD and BMD? Either it is a straight line or inclined line or parabolic curve or a cubic curve. Just give me answer. First answer, I'm repeating my question. What is the nature of curve while drawing shear force and bending moment diagram when there is a UVL? I'm expecting the quick answer. Sahil Dangi, parabolic in SMD and cubic in BMD. Very good, Sahil. Very quick answer. Nice. Nobody else? Okay, very good. So this is the chart that is required while calculation. I will be taking that chart while calculation. Let me conduct a simple numerical for you so that you can feel very confident. Okay. Let us go with this. Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me what will be the probable question asked based on the unit number 2? कौन सा क्या क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है यूनिट नंबर 2 के ऊपर? क्या कोई मुझे बता सकता है? कैन एनीबडी टेल मी व्हाट इज द क्वेश्चन व्हिच इज आस्क्ड ऑन यूनिट नंबर 2? Yesterday I told you the question, and only the one question is there, and the answers are answer. I already told you the answer to. What is the question asked on unit number 2? The question is common to everybody. I'm expecting the answers. Unit number 2 वरती कुठला प्रश्न विचारला जातो? क्या क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है यूनिट नंबर 2 के ऊपर? साहिल डांगी आप बोल सकते हो, कृष्णा निकम, अंजलि संता, नीलेश कुंवर. There is only one question. There is only one question is draw SFD and BMD for given loading diagram and identify the point of contraflexure if any. Only this question will be asked in the examination. There is no other question. Okay. So I'm again repeating the question. Only one question is there. Draw SFD and BMD for given loading diagram and identify the point of contraflexure if any. That is the question. There is no any other question asked in the unit number 2. Let us move. Let me check a quick feedback. कौन है वहाँ पे, कौन नहीं? Ahir Abhijit.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible na properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bagulom is not there. Nikam Pratik.
Yes, sir.
Anything, any doubt, any query?
No, sir.
Jagtap, Sheetal Jagtap.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
Okay, all clear. Dhananjay Sonone clear.
Yes, sir. How, sir?
Sonu Sansare clear.
Yes, sir.
Anjali Sant clear.
Yes, sir.
Divya Ahire clear.
Yes, sir.
Krishna Nikam
Yes,
clear.
sir. Clear.
Nilesh Kuwar.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Nutan Katswe
Yes, sir.
clear na?
Yes.
Pansare Avishkar
Yes, sir.
clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Rushikesh Ahir
Yes, sir.
clear.
Clear, sir.
Okay. Sahil Dangi.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, great. Saurabh Devre. Saurabh Devre.
Yes, sir. Clear?
Clear? Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Good. So moving towards the first numerical, I'm going to copy numerical and paste. This is the numerical. Can anybody tell me what is the question? Can anybody tell me what is the question? Just unmute yourself and tell me the question only. Anybody, just unmute yourself and tell me the question. Anyone? अरे अभी मैंने आपको बताया ना, साहिल डांगे.
Sir, draw SMD and BMD and point of contraction.
Very good. शीतल जगताप.
Yes, sir.
शीतल, क्वेश्चन काय असतो? क्वेश्चन काय असतो? क्वेश्चन काय विचारला जातो सांगा. शीतल जगताप, माझा आवाज येतो मॅडम? ओके. दिव्या आहिरे, काय क्वेश्चन विचारला जातो?
Draw SMD and BMD and identify point of contrafracture.
Very good. This is the question that is asked to you, and this is the loading diagram is given to you. Okay, this is the loading diagram, and they ask us to identify point of contrafracture and draw SFD and BMD. Now our target is started. Then how to solve the numerical? So please help me with this. Everybody has to help me with this. So what are the different steps to be followed in order to solve the numerical? Tell me the steps. First, the reaction calculation. I'm writing the short, but you don't. First step is the reaction calculation. Second step is SF calculations. Then third is BM calculations. Third one is there. Fourth one is there. Draw SFD. Fifth one is there. Draw BMD. And last one is there. Point of contrafracture. These are the steps that we need to follow. Okay, so please help me with this. Now, step number one is the reaction calculation. How to solve? See, when there is a reaction calculation, we will write over here as per condition of equilibrium. What are the conditions of equilibrium? What are the different conditions of equilibrium? Please tell me. What are the different conditions of equilibrium? Tell me fast. What is the condition of equilibrium? Tell me, anybody. What are the three different conditions of equilibrium? Tell me, I'm waiting for answer. What are the three different conditions of equilibrium? What are the three different conditions of equilibrium? Sahil?
Summation of x equal to 0, summation of y equal to 0, and summation of moment equal to 0.
Very good. These are the three different conditions that we will be focusing on. So here it is there. Okay. The first condition is summation of f of x is equals to 0. This is the first condition. The second condition is summation of fy is equals to 0. And the last condition is summation of moment is always equal to 0. So right now we have to focus on this beam. Okay. So this beam, let us have a look. This is the A B beam on which at point C having 50 Newton force, at point B having 100 Newton force, and point C is located at a distance of 4 meter from A, and D is located at 5 meter from C. So this is the loading diagram. So my first question to everybody, can I draw free body diagram from this loading diagram? Yes, I can. Only this is a support. So I am going to replace this is support by means of reaction only. This is a support. So A and B act as a support reaction. So I'm going to draw free body diagram. So we have to draw the free body diagram like this. We have to extend the projection of point A, point B, point C, and point D throughout. Whatever the loading diagram we have to draw this loading diagram on the separate page. We have to draw this loading diagram on the separate page. Once we draw the loading diagram, we have to project the projection till the end of the page. Okay. Once we extend the projection, then we have to draw a line up to the length of AB. Point C is as it is, D is as it is, and only A and B we have replaced as a RA and RB. You can see over here, RA and RB. You can see over here, this is point RA and this is point RB. Now look at the direction of the forces. RA is there, which is support, which is going upward, C going downward, D going downward, and RB going upward. So my first question, everybody please unmute and talk to me, because if I wish to switch to our mid screen, in that case I have to minimize this and then I have to go to there. So please unmute and talk to me. Is there any doubt, query with this free body diagram? Just forget about this 40 and 110. Is there any doubt and query about this free body diagram? How to draw this free body diagram? Yes, anybody? Somebody is saying something. Please just give me feedback fast. Reply me fast. Is there any doubt, query with this free body diagram?
No, sir.
No, very good. So my second question, is there any force which is moving in X direction? Is there any force which is moving in X direction? Yes or no? Just look at this loading diagram and tell me, is there any force which is moving in X direction? Yes or no? Just give me a fast answer. Sahil, Krishna Nikam, Devre, Anjali Santa, Sheetal Jagtap, and then Krishna Nikam, Saurabh Devre. Give me fast answers. Is there any force which is moving in X direction? Yes or no? Yes or no? Please give me a quick instant. Please give me a fast reply whether there is any force which is acting in X or X direction. Is there any force which is moving in X direction? Is there any force which is moving in X direction? Is there any force which is moving in X direction? Give me a fast response. Sheetal Jagtap, is there any force which is moving in X direction? Yes or no? Yes or no? Anjali Sant, Krishna Nikam. Sahil Dangi. This is the loading diagram. Direction of the forces, it is moving upward, downward, downward, and upward. So these forces are moving only in vertical direction, that is along the y-axis. There is no force moving in the x direction. So as there is no any force which is moving in the x direction, we have to keep f of x, that is summation of f of x is equals to 0. I guess this is clear to each one of you. Moving next condition. Summation of Fy is equals to 0. As there are only the forces moving in the y direction, we have to consider them. So what will be the equation for this? Summation of Fy is equals to, this is Ra. So the equation become R0 is equals to Ra. Ra is moving upward, so it is plus Ra. Then it is moving upward direction, so it is plus. Now C point C and D is going downward, so we can take it as a minus 50 minus 100 plus RB. So from this equation we come to know RA plus RB is equals to minus 50 minus 100 becomes 150. So RA plus RB minus 150. So the equation will be equals to Ra plus Rb is equals to 150, and the magnitude of the force is Newton. So 150 Newton is the sum. So this is the equation number 1 for us. Okay. Now third condition, moment about any point is equal to 0. So 0 equals to. And now right now I am calculating the moment about point A. So I am focusing on point A. As moment about any point is equal to 0, so let us have a calculation for the moments. 50 into 4. So 50 into 4. As it is moving in the clockwise direction, so it is plus. Plus 100. I'm putting one more bracket to simplify those things. 100 into the distance of force. 100 lies at a distance of 4 plus 5, 9. So I'm going to write over here 4 plus 9. So 4 plus 5. 4 plus 5 into 100 minus. So now RB is moving in anti-clockwise direction. So it is RB into, I'm putting the bracket over there, RB into 4 plus 1 plus 5, 10. 10. So only one term is unknown over here. We can put the values of the remaining thing and we can calculate the values of RB. So please go ahead and calculate the unknown term, that is RB, and tell me the answers. Please go ahead and tell me the answers for RB. If everyone is agree with this equation, give me a thumbs up in the chat box. If any doubt query, you may can ask. Is there any doubt query? Let us have a look. Give me an answer for this RB. And if anybody is having any doubt query, you can unmute yourself and you can talk to me directly.
सर आएगा
आहेर अभिजित. आहेर अभिजित. हाँ, समजते मी काय बोलतोय ते? आहेर अभिजित, काही प्रॉब्लेम?
No, sir.
Okay, good. Bagulam. Nikam Pratik.
Yes, sir.
Ishu Kai.
Yes, sir.
Nilesh Kuar, he has given me answer as a 110. And anybody else? Sahil Dangi. Okay, so Nilesh Kaur, he has given me answer as RB is equals to 110. I believe on him and I put the answer as 110 Newton. So the answer of RB is 110 Newton. You can see over here. As RB is equals to 110 Newton, can anybody tell me the answer of RA by using the equation 1? It is 150 minus 110, it is 40 Newton. So this is our answer 2. Okay, so here we have calculated R and RB, that is, we have done our first step, that is our reaction calculation is done. Okay. Bagulom.
Yes, sir.
काय इशू समजतात इक्वेशन कुठून आलं समजताय का?
Yes.
निकम प्रतीक. निकम प्रतीक.
Yes, sir.
काय डाऊट?
No, sir.
I will just conduct this numerical in a very slow manner. Everybody, if you have any doubt, you can ask, because after this numerical, I will be increasing my momentum. Okay, then Nikam Pratik. If clear to you, then just tell me clear. Nikam Pratik.
Clear, sir.
Shital Jagtap.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes.
Dhananjay Sonone.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sonu Sansare.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anjali Sant. Anjali Sant.
Yes, sir.
Clear? Divya Hire. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Golap.
Yes, sir.
Clear? Krishna
Yes, sir.
Nikam.
Yes, sir.
काय काय
सर
सांगा
परत एकदा सांगा.
इक्वेशन हे इक्वेशन ओके
हो सर.
this equation is nothing but this is the equation of moment. This is nothing but the equation of moment. Try to understand this equation. Try to understand this term. This is nothing but the summation of moment about point A. We are conducting the movement about point A, means whatever the forces acting on the beam, we are considering them as they are producing some movement on point A. Okay, so movement is nothing but force into distance. So 50 into distance with respect to A is nothing the movement of point C. 100 into distance in between A to D is nothing but the moment. And RB into distance in between A to B is nothing but the moment. So just what I have done, clockwise movement I have taken as a positive and anti-clockwise movement I have taken as a negative. Okay, so step number 1, 50 into 4. So 50 into 4. Clockwise it is a plus. 100 into 9. So 4 plus 5 is a 9. So 100 into 9. Second, as it is clockwise, so it is plus. Then RB, it is anti-clockwise in direction. So minus RB into 10, minus RB into 10. So it is minus RB into 1 plus 5 plus 4, that is still complete distance. So it is RB into 10. So only one term is unknown, RB is unknown. So we have calculated RB. That's it. Now it is clear to you, Nikam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. I'm there. Answer clear?
Yes, sir.
Krishna Nikam clear. हाँ. Nilesh Kuwar clear.
Clear, sir.
Nutan Katswe.
Clear, sir.
Then Rushikesh Ahir.
Yes, sir.
Clear.
Clear, sir.
Sahil Dangi. Sahil Dangi.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Saurabh Devre.
Clear, sir.
Okay. Okay, good. This is what was step number 1. Huh? Now we are moving to the step number 2. From step number 1, what we have calculated? We have calculated RA and RB. Now step number 2. Step number 2. Step number 2, SF calculation. Now, whenever we are going to calculate SF, we have to calculate the shear force at left and right of the every point. So SF left to the A, then SF right to the A. Okay, and similarly for the other point, it is same. For B, for C, then again for point D, then again B, again B. If anyone remember, there is one point that I told you. If anyone remember, there is one point that I told you. The point to be remembered in that case. What are the shear forces at the end point? Shear force at the end point is always equals to 0. Okay. Now focus on right of the A. Right of the A means right now you have calculated RA and RB. So this is the values of RA is 40, RB is 110. Now SF left to the A means we have to look and the left hand side of the point A. So there is nothing, so we have put it here as 0. So at point right of the A, so we have to move here, we have to shift somewhere here, and we have to observe the forces acting on that side of the A. So there is only one force, that is RA. So I have put over here as RA, and the value of RA is 40 Newton. Next, C. The point is left to the C. So there is nothing, there is only RA at the C. So I'm just putting only RA force is acting over there. So I'm putting the value of RA as it is. Now right of the C. So I'm again putting this to right side. So RA and C, RA and point C, there is a 50 kilonewton. So here it is 40 kilonewton moving upward, that is positive, and minus 50 kilonewton is coming downward. So 40 minus 50 is a minus 10 Newton forces acting on that structural member. Again, I am coming to point left to the D. The left to the D means what are the different forces acting on this? Only two forces, 40 and 50. So again, this equation will be as it is. The equation will be as it is. Now, right of the D. Right of the D, I am moving toward the right of the D. Now we have to add the force acting 100 kilonewton on the D point. So I am putting, I'm just writing this equation. What are the different terms are there? So what are the different forces acting over there? 40 plus, 50 minus, and 100 minus. So equals to minus 110 Newton. Then I'm shifting toward the left hand side of the B. The same thing is there. So I'm putting this equation as it. And if I move towards the left hand side, we have to add all those forces. All those forces means there's one term which is added to the equation, that is plus 110, and the addition will be equals to 0. That is the shear force calculation. If anybody is having any doubt with this calculation, please ask me. If it is clear to each one of you, then go ahead and ping in the chat box as a clear. If clear to each one of you, then type in the chat box clear. If having any doubt, just unmute and talk to me. Else you can unmute and directly talk to me with regard to any issues. Clear. Side lang is clear. Very good. Anyone else? Sheetal Jagtap? Divya, clear. Very good. Khairnal, very good. Okay. Bolo. Very good. So most of the people are saying understood, clear. So this is the step number 2. That is SF calculation we have done. Now moving onward, the step number next, it is a bending moment calculation. So we are moving towards the step number next, that is BM calculation. Whenever we are talking about the bending moment calculation, we have to calculate the moment about any point. So during the start, I just told you what is the moment or what are the different moments acting at the end of the beam, as moment at A is equals to moment at A is equal to moment at B is equals to 0, because the moment acting at the extreme is always equals to 0. Then moment at C. This is not a summation, this is moment. This is moment at A is equals to moment at B is equals to. Now moment at C. Moment at C, so here it is RA into 4. RA into distance, it is 4. So we know the values of RA. We can calculate the value for moment acting on C. Moment at D is a RA into distance. How much distance it is? 4 plus 5. So it is, I'm writing 4 plus 5 here. 4 plus 5. Then minus 50 into 5. You know the values of RA, you can put the value, you can calculate the moment at D. We have calculated the moment at A, moment at B, that is 0, 0, moment at C, moment at D, we have formed the equation. So from that we can calculate the answer. Please go ahead, calculate the values of moment at C and D and tell me the answer. Tell me the answer. Calculate these things and tell me the answer. So the answer for RA is 40. So 40 into 4, that is 160, and the unit is Newton meter. And here it is RA is 40. 40 into 9 is 40 into 9 is equals to 40 into 9 is equals to 360 minus 250. So it is 50 and 60. 1, 1, 0. It is equals to 110 Newton meter is the answer. So let us take the answers. Where is the numerical? So 40, 50. Don't get confused with the any other type of the solutions. It is very simple. You have to be very focused for numerical first only. You will be getting the answers. Here it is. The answer is 950 and it is different numerical. The answer is 160 and 110. The answer is 160 and 110. Let me check the answer. The answer is what we have calculated over here. The answer is 160 and 110 kilonewton. So we have calculated very perfectly. Any doubt, any query? Okay, right now it is 12:30. Today I'm going to stop over here. So we have done today reaction calculation and bending moment calculation. Okay, two calculations we have done. Reaction calculation, SF calculation and bending moment calculation we have done. Now step number 4, 5 and 6 is remain. That is SF drawing, BM drawing and calculation of point of contact fracture if there is any. Okay. If anybody is having any doubt query, you may can ask. Else, if you don't have any doubt query, you may can leave the session.